Okay, so what I was telling is, so on the fields we can place these fields on left and right, wherever you want you can place. And let's say you have set of fields, and those set of fields you want to put it in a different section or different you want a different header for it, and you want to place it in that particular header or a kind of a section, right? So then you can draw drag and drop this section option. So if you click on this and drag it and drop it wherever you want. Okay, so when you wherever you want to drop, right? So when you move your cursor to that location, then you will get this green highlighted bold signal. So this green one. So here you can see, right? So here you cannot place it because there is another section. So when you see that green line, so that means you can place there. Okay, just place it like this, and then change the name, whatever name you want, you can change it. And tab style I was telling, right? So whether when you click on tab on your laptop, tab button, whether your cursor wants to move from left to right or top to bottom. Okay, these are the options. Let's put left to right as an option for now. Then click on OK. Then your section will be created here. So you can see one section called address, and different line came up. So as a section. Now in this address section, you want to put street. So just select this and drag and drop here. Okay, street. You want city, drag and drop. State, drag and drop. Right, country. If you want it on the right side, put it here. Then pin code, put it here, like this. So yours is top to bottom. Left. Tab is left and right side. So street, city, state, country, pin code. Like this you can put. Okay. Let's say if you want pin code on the left, put it like this. Okay. So this is a different section. Now let's see how, see, this is your view as of now. This is your view, right? You have school detail, and then all the fields are in the same section. Now, if I save it, let's see the difference. If I save it, now if I refresh, see here. So this is one section where you are seeing school information. Okay, admission details and all, and here establishment date, branches, and class 1, class 2, whatever logic you have written. And then there is separate section called address where you are seeing all the address information. Okay, so like this you can create a number of sections. You can create a number of sections. And then there is one more option called blank space. So this, like if you see here, right, you are seeing one blank space here, right? So in general terms, what happens is either owner will be on the left, and then opposite owner there should not be any field. Or let's say here 4 are there, and you want one more field here, fifth field. So here you can place a blank space. Okay, just like just opposite to one field, let's say school name, I don't want any other field opposite. Okay, you can place like blank space like this. So when you put like this, right, so this field will be only one field will be in the whole line or a row. Like this it will show. Okay, so there won't be another field at opposite. So this field, and then from next it will be in line like this. Okay, that's where we use blank space. Okay, and clear, right? Any questions on this one? Adding section, moving fields from here, and it's just drag and drop. You select and drag and drop, drag and drop. That's it. Okay. And next one, if you don't want some fields on the UI, okay, you don't want to see the fields here. Okay, it should be in the backend, but you don't want to see the fields on the UI. Let's say class. I don't want to see the class field. Okay, on the layout here, you don't want to see the field. For example, okay, here I think every field is valuable, but let's say I don't want to see, right? Then what you can do is just select this field, scroll up, and place it in this pane here. Okay, then your field will be gone. See here, it is getting highlighted here, right? That means field is in the pane, but not on the layout. Save. See here, class 1 I removed, so it will not be shown. So nowhere you can see the class 1 now because it's removed. In the user interface, this is called UI, means user interface. In the user interface, you cannot see class 1. If you want to remove branch, right? So select, drag, and leave it here in this pane. Branch. Okay, this field must be displayed on the layout and cannot be removed. Okay, so this might be a required field. Okay, so this is required field. So it is not required fields are not removed from the layout. Okay, so let's try establishment date. So this is optional. So select, leave it, save. Okay, when you click save, then it comes back to object detail. Gone. Right? So like this, you can add field, remove field, place the field wherever you want, like that you can do. Okay. And so if you want to go back to again layouts, what do you do? In the object, see here also shortcuts are there. Click on this layout. You can go directly to to that section, or just scroll down here. So scroll down, you can see there. Okay, edit it. Got it? So placing, removing, all those things you can do it. At establishment date, class. Okay, so this is on the layout side. Now, so let's say some field on the establishment date. Okay, so if you hover to this field, so there is one setting option here at the end. See here. If you click on this minus also, it will be going. So you cannot, it will be automatically removed. Okay, that is option. So there is one minus option here to remove, or you can drag and drop. It's up to you. Okay, and then there is one setting option is here, right? So it is showing as property. When you click on this, when any field, all the fields will have this setting icon. Okay, see here the difference. School name, there is no minus option, right? Here, if you see, only setting option is there. For branches also minus is there, not there. The reason here is these two fields are mandatory fields, required fields. So these fields cannot be removed from the layout. Okay, class, you have this lock symbol. Why do we have a lock symbol here? Can someone tell me? What is this class 1 or here admission number? What is this field type? What is the data type of these fields?
Numeric.
Roll-up summary, right? Yesterday we did roll-up summary, no? Number of admissions, number of students, admission total amount. Admission total amount is formula field. Correct? Class 1 is roll-up summary where we are counting number of students in the class, correct? Yesterday's class only you forgot. Everyone. That's okay. So when you do a calculation field like roll-up summary or formula field, then those will be a locked fields because they'll be doing calculations at the end, right? So you are not supposed to edit anything on this field. So those are locked fields. So in the locked fields, you can remove from the layout. And if you click on this edit icon, see here, the setting icon, every field has field properties. Inside the field properties, there will be two options: read only, required. Read only, required. Read only means what? You can just read the data, but you cannot edit that field. Okay. So this is formula field, calculated field, roll-up summary field. So by default, it is required, read only. So you are not allowed to change anything on this field. Okay. Now establishment date is just a common date field. If you click on these settings, then you have these options. Okay, read only. If I make it read only, what happens? I can see the field establishment date field. I can read it, but I cannot edit it. Okay, I can read it, but I cannot edit it. Now I cannot show that example because I am sysadmin here, so I cannot show it. But when we discuss about profiles and layouts at the time, I'll show you what is read only and what is visible. Okay. So if you, for example, if I give read only here and click OK, that means it's locked. Okay. You can just see the data, but you cannot edit generally. But as a sysadmin, I can do that change. So when you edit it, right? So here, this edit button will not be there. It will be shown like this owner field is showing, right? This is read only. You can read, okay, who is owner? MD Azhar. You can read it, but you cannot change. So here you can change, right? You can edit and save. All these fields are editable fields. So this is called editable fields. You can change whatever changes you want to do. You can change. All these are editable fields. This is read only field. Even though I gave read only for establishment date, it will not be applicable for me because I am the owner of this org, right? I created this org, so I am the owner and I'm using system admin profile. Okay, owners will not be, this will not be impacted. Okay, we'll discuss later on the topic. It's a huge topic. Okay, let me edit again. Got it, right? So on the field, if you want to make it read only or required, you can do that. Like let's say I made it required. So what does required mean here? Can someone tell me what happens in case of required? See, the red mark came up, right? See here, earlier there was no red mark. Now red mark is coming. And if I don't give data and save, then it will throw error saying that you must enter a value. Correct? So that is called required. So on the layout, there will be two options. So those are properties, options of properties. So you can make it read only or you can make it required. Okay. Now you might ask me a question. So at the field level, branches, we made it required, right? At the field level, when I created a field, right? When I created a field, there are two options to make it required, guys. Okay, listen properly. So field, when you create, you have an option to make it required here. When you create a field, you have an option to make it required. So that's where this field is required. Okay, this one, branches. At the layout level also, you can make a field required. Okay, so this establishment field is not a required at the field. See here, you can see, right? Branches required. Let's go to establishment date. This field is not required here. It's not checked. Okay, but there is an option for us to make it required at a layout level. Okay, so branches is required object wise. I mean, on the object level, it is required, but establishment date is required only at a layout level. Okay, the difference I'll tell you in the next class or on the upcoming classes when we discuss about record type options. So difference I'll show you there. Okay, so now just to understand that every field has two properties. You can make it read only or required on the layout level. Okay, these two options will be there. Let me say. So if you want to remove, you can go and remove also. Not a problem. Okay, make it read only or required. That's up to you. Is this clear now here? Layout?
Yes.
Okay. And we discussed about this part as of now. And there is another part on the left side. See, fields, buttons. Okay. So these buttons is these options. All these are the buttons, standard buttons. And you can create your own custom buttons also. There will be a different purpose for that. So buttons we haven't created yet. So we will not discuss as of now. When we create buttons, we'll show you how to. So if you have a button, right, when you click on this, you will see all the buttons here. Same, drag and drop in this section, custom button section. So you can drop it here. Like for example, this one you want to drop, you can drop it here like this. You don't want, remove it, submit for approval button like this. Okay. And then quick actions, as of now, we don't discuss. We'll discuss this later when we come to this option. So main option is related list. Okay. So we discussed about fields, buttons, and all these options we'll discuss when we create those. Otherwise, I cannot show you how it works. And next option is related list. So what is related list? So if you want to see the child records of the parent, then you can see it here. Okay. So school has 3 childs. So 3 related lists are showing up here: admissions, students, classes. And apart from this, you have this activity means task creation. We will discuss later. Approval process. If you have approval history, you can add it here. Okay. Files, you can add it here. Notes and attachments, you can add it here like this. So notes and attachments, every object will have notes and attachments. If you want to put some notes, heavy description kind of a thing is there, you want to add, you can add it. If you want, like for student, for example, he wants to attach the payment transaction. Okay. Receipt or transaction, they can come and attach here. Like documents, you can attach. Okay. Or if you want to write a big note, okay, then you can do it here. And then object history, by default, these are all default related lists. So you can add object history. We are on school, right? School history you can add. Okay. And then library, teachers is also child. If you want to add teachers, you can add teachers here and the related list. So just drag it and drop it. Just drag. So layout, anything is just drag and drop. Okay. And you can adjust your related list also. If you want to move left and right, top to bottom, you can only top to bottom, not left and right, you can change. So you want to see admissions, students, classes, teachers, notes, and history, that is fine. Or if you want to see the history first, just drag it and drop it here. Whenever you see that green line, you can drop it like this. Okay. So okay, school history first, admissions, and then students. Like this, it will come. Just save. You can see that change here. Okay, this is related list: school history, admissions, students, classes, teachers, notes. So this color is coming, right? From where it is coming? This color is coming from the tab style. Whatever tab style you have selected, so that tab color is coming as a line here, differentiator. Okay. And then this one. So for school, this is the tab, building tab style. And for admission, we have selected something here, right? For students, people, classes, something we have selected, teachers, we have selected Apple. Okay. Like this, every tab will have its own tab style. And when you open it, then the tab style will come up here, and it, see, this one is in green color. See, green is coming. Teachers, green. Like that, it will come. Okay. So this is on the layout side. And what is the shortcut to go to layout is, if you are in the object, and you want to go to the layout, so no need to go to object detail page and then go to layout. There are 2 options. One, so this extension will always be there with you. Just click on this one and then click on edit layout or view fields, view object, all these things you can edit layout also you can do. Okay. Directly you'll go to that layout. See, you came here. It's a shortcut. Okay. And then, so here on the related list, so by default, it will show only one field here. It will show only one field here. If you want to remove the related list, you can click on this minus or just select and remove. Or better option is just minus, then it's gone. No related list here. If you want to add, go to related list, admissions, right? Just select and add it here. Right. If you don't want, click minus. If you want, drag it from the related list section and drop it. Okay. Now on the related list, see, if you want to see some fields here, so only by default admission number will be coming up. And if you want to add some more fields to be shown on the related list like this, right? So then you can add the fields. So this is our details, school details, and this is admission detail, right? So you want to see here some fields, admission number, admission fee, amount, total amount. See here, classes, you have only one, right? You don't have any other information here. So student, I have 3. You want more fields to be shown here. Then you can add and remove. So go to layout. So here, let's say admission. So now how many fields are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 fields are there. So click on this settings icon in the related list. On the related list, click on settings. Then you will see available fields, selected fields. 2 options will be there. Okay. So if you want a date of birth to be shown, select and add here. Click on add. And if you want to move this to top to bottom, here you can do it. Okay. If you want to add gender, add it. Move top to bottom like this. Okay. So sort means how do you want to see the data? Whether you want to sort by number, ascending or descending, or if you want any sorting like fee, amount, date of birth, gender, whatever you want, you can sort automatically. Okay. It's up to you. Sorting means 1 to 10, 1 to 100, something like that, or 100 to 1. So if you say ascending, it will come from 1 to 10. If you say descending, then 100 to 1, like that. Okay, it's up to us. Okay, so till now this is fine. So this buttons is again no, on the related list there will be button, right? New button, whether you want this new button or not. So that it will show by, so there won't be any changes here. You can leave it. Okay, don't worry about that. So we will discuss about columns here. Got it, right? So if you want columns to be added, you can add. Let's say I added date of birth and gender, right? Click OK and quick save. Quick save is to do the changes and see the result immediately in the next tab. That is quick save. Okay, let's see. Now there are 4. I added 2 more. Date of birth you can see, gender you can see here. So some of the data you can, if you want to see, I think 15 fields we can add as a related list. Maximum is 15, not more than that. Even 15 also you have to drag to the left or right. Okay. Got it, right? Now I want to add fields on students. So students, how many have? 1, 2, 3 fields are there, right? Go to students, settings. So 1, 2, 3 fields are there. Now I want to add some more fields. I'm already in the school, right? Let's say age. I want to add age, student age. Okay. And student email I want to see, for example, right? I can add it like this. Student phone number I want to see, add, and then save. Okay. Now 3 fields are there. If you refresh, you can see more fields like email, phone number, age, all these are coming up. So what is relevant for you, you can add those fields as a related list fields. Okay, in the related set fields you can add it. Clear on this one? Any questions? So these are simple, only you need to know the option how to do. That's it. If you find option, it's easy. Just add and drop, right? Add, click, add or remove or drag and drop. That's it. Okay. These are the related list no, page layout changes. Now let me go to school. See this one. If you click on go, you will see the data here, right? Now school. Let's go to students. So there will be some data here. So when you click on go here or refresh here, you will see some fields here, correct? Student name and class. So if you want to see more fields here in this section on the student tab, when you click on go, you want to see some information here. I am only seeing student name and class. I want to see the age, phone number, email here also. On the tab, I want to see. Then, so this we call it as list view. This we call it as list view. So here by default, all will be there as a list view. is common default one. So either you can edit this one or create your own list view. So here see, create new view. View means visibility, what you want to see. Here, what do you want to see? Okay, whatever fields you want to see, you can add it here. So this is called list view. So list of records you can see, right? You can view list of records here with the details. Now I can see that there are 6 records are there. I can see that. But you want to see more information, not only student, you want to see other information also. Then you can create your own view. So here from any object, you will be having this create a new view, go, right? Here you can see create new. Like that you can create. Let's create admission. Okay, click create new view. Give some name. Okay, admissions, for example, and then API name will automatically populate. So next option is specify filter conditions. So do you have any filter condition to show? Let's say admissions, all 10th class students view you want to see. How many students are there in 10th class? So then you can put a condition here saying that class equal to 10th. Then only 10th class list will be displayed. If you want first class, you'll put first class as a filter condition. Like that, you can put a filter. If you don't want any filter, just ignore this one. Okay, and then here filter by owner. So whether it is all admissions or the ones you created. Okay, let's say there are 3 administrators in the school. Okay, A, B, C. So A clerk or administrator wants to see his own admission records. Sorry, A administrator want to see his admission records. Then he'll select my own. Means this one. Who is the owner of the record? Okay, so here who is the owner of the record? For example, admission. Who is the owner of this record? Created by who? Me, right? I am the owner. So when I say my records here, when I say my admissions, that means the one which I created. In this org, I am the only one who is creating data. So for all records, I will be the owner. But generally, when you go into companies, so there will be different users will be creating different data, right? For example, let's say lead object, let's take. So leads will be created by multiple representatives, executives, correct? So I might be one executive, people, there might be 10 to 15 different representatives or executives will be creating lead records. So if I am one of the representative, I want to see my own data, then I can see my account, my admissions. Then what happens? Whenever whoever logs in and tries to see this admission view, then he can see only his records. He cannot see other records. Okay, that means the ones which they created. Whoever creates the data, he can see his own data only, cannot see other data. But if you set all admissions, then there is no restriction, all the records will be shown. Okay, so this we will see. So if you create another user in your org, then this will be, if you have 2 users in the org, then you can easily check these 2. Okay, anyway, we'll cover this later. All admissions, I don't want to put any filter condition here. Okay, scroll down. Now what is coming? Admission number is there by default. Then let's say amount you want to put. You want to put the class, you want to put discount, for example. Okay, and age. I want to display these fields on the tab. When I click on tab and view, then I should see all this fine. Then visibility, restrict visibility. Who should see this data? So if I say visible only to me, then only it will be shown to me. Okay, let's say in an organization, there are 10 people. So if I say only visible to me, then it will show it. This view, whole view will be shown only to me. Okay. If I say visible to all users, then all the users in the org will see this. Okay. So this option groups we'll see discuss later. Okay, when we discuss about public groups, I'll show you this one. Visible, I'll say visible to all users now and save. Then if you see here, earlier it was only all, where you can see only one field. So when you click on tab, you have this view option. So all is by default, and you have admissions as a view name. So when you click on this admissions, then you can see the data difference here, right? Admission number, amount, class, discount, and student age. So some information you are seeing. Why do we need this information? Can someone tell me? Why do we no, when I click on admission and go to here and click on go, why should anyone has to see these many fields here? Can someone tell me? By this option, what is the benefit happening?
We are able to view everything.
Yes. Benefit. So to some point, you are correct. So I can see, okay, admission, I can see the number, right? Admission 102. So if I want to see the details, what I need to do, I need to open this record, right? Click open and see the details here. Okay, admission 102 is student name is Mahesh, father name is Rajesh, date of birth, age, right? Gender, etc. I have to go click on that and see. Instead of that, here what I can, whatever fields, whatever information I want, when I click on this admission and click on go, I can see all the information here, right? So here I have to go one by one and identify the details. But in this view, I can see everything on top directly, correct? So this view gives an additional benefit to the customers or to the employees, giving information on the go. Okay, so he can see all the admission details, numbers, names, ages, discount, whatever he wants, he can add it here, right? Up to 15 fields we can add in this view. So if I have 10 fields in the object, and if I add all 10 fields here, that means he don't need to go to individual record and check other details, right? He can see all the records here itself, all the fields here itself with full information. Okay, so what is the benefit out of this list view is, so they can see all the information up front. They don't need to go to another detail page and see it. They can directly see here. If there are 100 fields, then only top 10 or top 15, the main fields, you will add it here. And even though if he wants more details, then he'll go inside the record and check other details. And then if he wants to see the child records or parent records, then he has to go inside. Otherwise, he can directly see here, and if he want, he can edit here also. Click edit, then change. Okay, he wants to delete the data, he can delete directly from here itself. No need to go inside and delete it. Okay, and you have this sorting option here. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, right? Let's say, for example, on the student, I want to sort. Okay, so click on this column header. Okay, and if I say A, only A data will be shown here. If I say B, B data will be shown. If I say C, C data will be shown. Right? If I say Z, Z data will be shown. Like this, sorting option is also there. If you click on all, then all data will be shown. See how simple this Salesforce is. So all these sorting options and all are heavy logic we have to write in other technologies to show the data or to display the data, to the sorting also. Everything is huge. Actually, you need to write a lot of logic to do that. But Salesforce is user friendly and developer friendly, which gives all these point and click options only. Okay, and you see, right, how you are feeling it, right? So if I want amount, click on that, top to bottom, it will show. Okay, if you remove it, it will go top to bottom, otherwise less low to high. Like this, on all fields you can click on it. So empty 10, 20. If you re-click 20, 10. Age, click on that. 5 is the minimum, right? 501 is the lowest. 603 is the highest. So if you change it, 603 will come. So like this, there are a lot of benefits out of this list view. So very simple, go ahead and create new view. You can create multiple views here. Like after admission, let's say I want to create another view. Click new. Okay, class 1. Okay. This is your list view name. Now here, what is the filter condition I want here? Class equal to 1. Okay. If class equal to 1, then show the data. Okay. And then admission, and let's say class name, student name, for example. I just want this visible to all. By default, make it visible to all. Okay. Save. So class 1, how many students are there? Only one student is there. If you go here, let's see here how many students are there. 1, right? Then change the view, admissions. How many students are there? Only 1. See here. Out of 9 records, only 1 is there. Okay, let's edit it and make it class 2 instead of class 1. Okay, here make it 2. Save. See how many field students are there? Overall 9 students are there. No, 9 admissions are there. In class 2, there are 5 admissions. Right, you can see here, right? So like this, you can create n number of views. So at an admission level, each class you can create one view, one for all and one for class. Each class one view. Then you can see all the information here itself. How many admissions are there in class 1, class 2, class 10, and date also you can see what dates the admissions are completed, what days they have admitted. Right, that information also you can see here. Year, month, date, everything, whatever you have admission date, you can put it here. Correct. So that's the importance of the view. Got it? So layouts, related list views. So these I was doing when I was telling classes earlier, right? So now today we covered all this. So it's not only restricted to one object. You can create these views in any object. You go to school, students, you want to have a view here. Okay, click create new and create a view, or all. So you can edit all also. So you have class and right. So date of birth you want to add, save. Then it will immediately impact here. Correct. So that's how the list views works. So this is very, very important to business users, actually, the persons who is creating the data, right? So for them, they need to see what data is there inside the record. So they'll create list views on their own and put it on their own, and they'll keep on checking those things. Okay, in sales, in everywhere, it is useful. So this is called list view here. So when you create a view, then you will see these options here. How many views are there? You can see those many. Whichever view you want, you can select and click on go, or automatically when you select, it will come up here. And this new button will also be still there. And this is refresh. When you click on refresh, will come. Okay. This is on the list view, page layouts and related list. Any questions on this one? On this topic? It's very simple, just drag and drops and add and removes, right? Nothing much we have done here to set the layout, to do the sorting, to show the fields, all those things. It's simple. Okay. Any questions on these ones?
No, sir.
So go ahead and practice it. Okay. Don't no. I'm again and again telling, every day, whatever class we are doing, try to find some time, do it. And if you're not able to do, then go to the recordings, check the recording and do it. Okay. If you don't do it for 1 or 2 days, then you'll be lagged, and no, it will be tough for you to manage all the 3 to 4 classes at a time. Okay. Fine. So if no questions, then probably we can end the class for today. There will be 2 recordings for today. One earlier we got disconnected, right? That and this one. 2 I'll update today. And yesterday's class, I'm not sure whether I updated or not. I'll update that also. And keep it ready in the drive for you to access. Okay. Fine. So if no questions, then we can end the class. Thank you all. Take care. Bye. We'll connect tomorrow at 7:30 normal time.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you all. Bye.